Welcome back. We got Rolkatsuki and the Colbert on defense of Newport with a Z-46, a Shimakaze, a Stalingrad, surprisingly, an FTG, Schlieffen, and a Libertad. Really good team as far as Schlieffen and the Libertad go. Stalin... I haven't really used my Stalin in flagship ops. I really haven't.
Impede the enemy's advance until the main fleet forces arrive.
This is Base Commander. Good luck. Try not to lose a single ship and save our base structures from destruction.
Suggest a feasible attack. The outer radius of
Rolkatsuki, you need to put the tracers on. That's sacrilegious. Put the tracers on. I mean, let's be honest. If you're gonna run Colbert, you gotta put billet and baton on there, and just put the tracers on. I mean, you've gotta. It's for the looks, in all honesty, and it just looks awesome. Especially since Colbert will need a specific build. And for that build, it's mainly just full Daka. This ship is the one where you want to go full Daka on. Oh, I didn't notice who was in the Z. Mr. Angry Eyes is in with us. He's also a very nice player. He must be grinding that ship. Shima, I really don't know what you're doing out there, buddy. It really isn't worth going out there. I mean, you might get some damage on the Satsuma, but... is it really worth it, though? I mean... Though, to be honest, I've seen some pretty odd Sats or Shima players. Like I had one, don't get me wrong, he was a good Shima player. But he always launches torps on like the targets that seem to be, that would be at low health or like on the side we would know. Like right there, like, I mean, obviously, you know that Satsuma is gonna take damage from the torpedoes. A lot more than the fires would, absolutely. But the downside is that you're launching these, you know, horizontal instead of perpendicular to them. Or vertical. Sorry, vertical versus horizontal. You're basically trying to cross the T with these torps. It's honestly just a waste of torps in all my honesty. And I see that a lot on Ultimate Frontier, where a lot of battleships, or not a lot of battleships, but a lot of DD players always shoot the Iowa. As a player that knows that map and has a fuck ton of videos on that map, you've gotta shoot the far ones, shoot the rear ones, shoot the rear ships. Those are gonna be the ones that your torps, you can get the most damage out of with those torpedoes. Even when I'm farming and regrinding in my Akatsuki, I never go for the New Mexico. I always send the torps on the Wyoming and the New York. I damage sack those two ships. Why? Because the ships will shoot. All the battleships will usually shoot the first battleship ending in Indianapolis. So I always go for the back target because I know that's where all the damage is. Mr. Rolkatsuki, what are we at for 250 penetrations? And he's obviously crossed 300 shell hits. I'm curious to find out how much he gets, though. And you know, this was one of the issues I had with my Borodino, is that the dock is there, but you can't see to adjust your aim, so you're kind of you're blind shooting in a sense. Oh, sleeping, you're fine. You're fine. You can easily, if anything, Rolkatsuki it'll take longer for him to kill those ships than for your secondaries to kill those ships. And motorboats will die a lot faster and a lot more accurate to secondaries than they will to your main guns, if you're in a secondary ship. Now, he has pulled this strategy before. I believe I do have another replay of him in the Colbert doing this same strategy. I don't remember how it went the last time, though. But I mean, like all French ships, it's a farmer. It is a pure damaged farmer. But everyone could say the same thing about the Smolensk. Everyone knows the Smolensk is a damaged farmer. I think it really starts to show with the Colberts if you can get 3 of them together. If you can get 3 of them, even 2 of them, then you really start to notice the DPM. A little overleading there. I will be honest though, I do say that the bots and ops have gotten ridiculously good at dodging torps. I know when they drop, if they have hydro and you drop torps, they will pop their hydro. Now Stalingrad is going to be in a wonderful position to get broadsides on all those cruisers. So there's no reason we will not see a Venezia just get melted. Probably like that.
Problem solved, sir.
Yep, those were probably the Stalin shells. Because I cannot think of any ship that would have shot from that angle and had that shell velocity. And you know, Colbert doesn't have a lot of HP. It really has no more HP than the Barbarino, the Sherman, the Hull. It really has no more HP than those ships. So, in all honesty, if you can play those ships, you can play the Colbert. I mean, it's pretty give or take. And let's be honest. Dockyards, when they require you to get cruiser ribbons, Colbert is a very valid option, since Smolensk, not really possible unless you want to gamble a ton of money for the auctions like they have in the past year. I myself have thought about it this past year, getting it. but or this coming year, I thought about it, but I'm not entirely sold because if I have the Colbert, do I need a Smolensk? Not really. And also having the engine boost allows me to get into really decent positions, and I love friendships. I love friendships more than I do Russian ships. And the reason I can say that is that the Smolensk is just smoke and farm, and you will lose visibility if no one's spotting. Whereas in the Colbert, you're the one creating your own spotting by basically making yourself a target. Everything choo-choo, and you have unlimited range of vision.
Reporting. Enemy cruisers entered the combat zone. They're chasing our aircraft carrier.
Now he is at almost 1,000 target hits. So if we were saying we had a new Dockyard and we dubbed that in half, that'd probably be about that'd be 450. So, and we're not even done yet. I mean, with the amount that he has, there's no question that he could cross 1,200, maybe even 1,500. And when you start getting that kind of shellage, and that is a hell of a lot of torps. And that's another thing. I see a lot of people always put damage on Venezia, but the Venezia is the easy one to kill. The one behind it's always the harder one to kill. Yeah, because he's crossed 1,200 already. So that's like 600 ribbons right there for a Dockyard. Well, I'm glad he got the kill though. Yep, 1,200. So that's 600. Honestly, that's almost 650 ribbons. Like I said, there's no reason he could not get 1,500, which would be about 750. The thing is that they are making these hit ribbons so easy now. Like, we got the Barbarino for DD ribbons. We got the Colbert. We got the Smolensk. We've got a lot of rapid-firing cruisers that are capable of getting those ribbons extremely fast. For battleships, you know, they usually do secondary ribbons and main battery hits. So, main battery hit, so you're looking at either Illinois or Schlieffen. Those are the ones that'll get you hit fast. If it's solely main battery, then you're looking at Iowa. Or not Iowa, but Illinois. And that is why you take Illinois. That's why you buy Illinois. And again, don't buy Illinois right now because at the time of this, we're in 14.5. When it goes to 14.6, I believe Iowa goes from 51,000 research points to 43,000. I personally think that they should compensate players that have already gotten the Iowa with the research points difference. But unlikely because they will say, well, you already got your fun out of her, so not likely. I mean, that was to be expected. And once that Stalin clears that rock, that Yamato's going to be in for a bad time. Now the question is, can he line his shots up? Because there's only going to be a very small window for those shots to go through. So let's see if those shots actually go through. I don't think so. I think he missed his opportunity. Oh no, it looks like he hit it.
Enemy battleship sunk.
So close to 700k, so close. But we'll round it up to 700,000 just for Rolkatsuki. So he made literally 830 target hit ribbons. If we did Dockyard and everything. So that is one of the reasons why you get the ship, is because of that. And it makes the Dockyards a hell of a lot easier. Top of the team with 2906. Schlieffen second, no surprise there. Libertad third, no surprise there. What did most of the damage to him? Looks like it was mainly just the Clausewitches, which is to be expected. German HE. But he fired 4,000 and got, so he basically got a one-third hit ratio almost. Almost half. Unfortunately, didn't have premium. With premium, he would have made over 500,000. Almost 3k base XP, or almost 3k free XP, and 18,000 in ship XP. Or Elite Commander XP, sorry.